Hi guys, Mark Crossfield here. We've got Stephen Buzza with us. Hello Stephen.
Hello.
We're at the University of Exeter. This is the Vic Ambler short game area and nets area that Steve's performance coach at here, helping the university and other students here, aren't you? We're going to do a review of the Ping Glidies, the Glide Wedge.
It's Glide, not Glidey.
Glidey!
So I'll show you two and you
So we've got the Ping new wedge. You've got your 58 there. I've got your 58 and I've got a 60, which are the lofts that we would choose to use in our most lofted. We're going to hit a few, talk a bit about what these wedges could do for your game. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, Ping Glide Wedges. I've got my 60 here, you've got a 58 which is your most lofted. So I've got the WS on the bottom, wide sole. Okay. Yours is TS, yours is thin sole.
Okay.
So their bounces, they do an SS standard sole, a TS thin sole, and then they do the WS for wide sole. Okay. They're not putting numbers on it. They're just putting wider and thinner sole, which I think is really a good option for lots of guys who, what is bounce? What bounce should I get? Is such a common question I get. Yeah,
and because in their previous stuff they've used like a utility bounce, haven't they? Where it's kind of one size fits all. So I quite like the idea of this.
Yeah, and I certainly, I mean, I'm not losing sleep over the bounce. You could give me any bounce club and I'll adapt or just play to it. Yes, absolutely. What else it's got? It's got grooves. Grooves are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
But
one of my favourite parts of a golf.
Yeah. What Ping are saying is that they have maximise the groove with the shape of it for the different lofts. Am I boring you? I'm bored already. You know, yes, the grooves do whatever Ping say the grooves do. Testing that would be near on impossible because I think the tolerances would be so small. And to be honest with you, all the best wedges have very good grooves and shapes and the rest of it. But go on their website and check out what they say about that if you want to perv on grooves, because there are people out there who will get groovy. Oh, look at the grooves on that one. And then we're getting some classic shapes, aren't we?
Yes, I like the shape.
Looking really good. I mean, I put it down by the ball. Mine's a nice roundish shape, appealing. What I like about these wedges is they've got a little, I use cavity back chunky irons. So I like the gentler cross between that chunky to a wedge, because it's not just pure sliver. There is some weighting and a fraction of a cavity in there.
Is this a forged head or cast head?
I would guess it's cast, because it doesn't, anything that's forged from any company, they'll usually stamp it on there because it is a selling point. It's a premium option in lots of people's minds. So I don't know for facts. I can go on the website and check for the Ping website. I would guess it's not. Okay. Now the other thing which I'm loving, first picking, they've made the grip longer. It's about an inch longer than a standard grip. So for people coming up and down a grip to control distances, so if I was going to that flag, certainly coming down the grip is an option I would use, where normally I'd be touching the metal. With this one it isn't.
But like
and the taper's not as much. They're more consistent in the width going down, and I'm loving that.
It's the lack of taper that I like.
I agree.
Companies have done it in the past, gone longer with the grip, but it still feels
and
a
then
bit
it gets
different.
really narrow at the bottom.
This one you couldn't tell. If you're up at the top or if you're down at the bottom, which I
mean, I think for me this club has been designed and it's got love in it. You know what I mean? As in the person's gone, why are we grip? Why whoever group of or people have gone, got to have this grip on it. Why have we not got this grip on it? And I'm totally buying into it. I'm just going to throw onto that slightly further white, the middle white flag there. Off the face, I mean, a good question with the forged or the cast. To be honest with you, that feels no different in its sound, in its feel. You have a couple of hits.
There's a lot of wedges on the market that people assume are forged and they're not. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's not a performance thing, is it?
Absolutely. Obviously, they're custom fittable as well, which you get with a Ping with a dot system, like all wedges would be as well. How's that feel to you? Oh, he's canned it. He wants that one. That's going in the bag. Gonna have another go. How's it feeling?
I like the feel.
Yeah.
I like. What's the previous model that they did in this one?
Which is just called Gorge Wedges, I think. So this has the Gorge grooves. I think the other one, I've got the other one. I don't know what it's called. I think it's Gorge Wedge. I think I've got it.
Because it's the same with that one. I like the lack of offset. Or I don't know if it has got less offset, but it certainly looks that way.
Well, that one, if you look at that, almost looks onset.
Yes.
that leading edge is leading, and I would agree with your 58 there. I would argue that leading edge is leading the neck slightly.
I don't need the offset.
No.
I don't feel like it's going to help me with a wedge. So
no, absolutely. I agree.
So yeah, I love this wedge.
Yeah, I mean, so you're liking the shape. Hit another one. Feel and sound, what are you thinking? I mean, that's nicely nipped. I'm not feeling particularly any difference in the feel and the sound.
Definitely not.
And the grip, even though so basic in an idea, and like you say, grip companies have done it, you could almost get this grip and put it on your wedges if it is, but I'm loving this grip.
Loving it. I love the grip.
Yeah.
I would certainly recommend the grip. I really like the shape. I don't like things that are like too round.
Yeah.
I like that it's still got like that sharpness to it.
Okay. That one is rounder. The 60, I would argue, and I quite like, because I'm the opposite to you, I quite like the roundness of the 60.
And that looks quite similar to like the stuff I've seen you use in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I prefer the look of this one, like I say, it's just slightly sharper in
But I think that's a really good point, Steve, as in when you're buying wedges, I mean, our buying preference there is so personal. None of us are right or wrong, it's what we prefer the look of. And, you know, that's why I do my little groove speech at the start. You can buy into the tech of golf clubs, and certainly when it comes down to a wedge. To be honest with you, anyone who's watched my videos, we've stood here and tested spins, and we can't control spins sometimes within 8,000 or 800 revs, subject to the loft and the shot we're playing. So to be able to think that you could manage it with the grooves, which are got tolerances on, and they are only allowed to do things within the regions or within the realms of the governing bodies that set out.
The new rules which came in.
Yeah, with the
quite
recently.
2 years ago now, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
But then we're not arguing it, are we? We're just.
Yeah.
I would be certainly buying it more on the shape. The
shape
fact that I hold them, and
that grip for me, picking that up definitely would buy into that. Going for the longer one, don't go in. Oh, it's a bit long, didn't go in. There you go, guys. There is the Glide Glides. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I wouldn't like if you go into a shop asking to get one, I probably would call it the Glide, but.
Can I have one of those glidey wedges, please? Yeah. I know that some of these will definitely be going in my bag. I'm enjoying that, really enjoyed that. There you go, guys, Glide wedges. You get funky grooves, great. The grip I'm loving, the shape and the feel I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the simplicity of the bounce options. And I think for lots of you out there, you got the wider sole, the standard sole and the thinner sole. It can be as simple as that, and it would be for me. The tall players aren't, they'll be picking these options. They might have a grind and they'll go in and grind it, but to be honest with you,
they've got a bit of a grind.
Oh, they have, absolutely. It's a shaped sole. I'm loving that.
Yeah, me too.
As wedges go. Post comments down below, guys. What wedge do you use or thinking of using? Are you going to try the Glides? What I like best in my videos is I always try, so these manufacturers spend lots of money on marketing their products, okay? And I come along and rename them.
Yeah.
There you go, the Glide wedges from Ping, guys. Post comments down below. Speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.